Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're watching this afterwards, please hit the like button. Please let me know if there's any comments that you may currently have. Any feedback would be great. A special thank you to my subscribers. Again, thank you for finding the time to come and watch one of my videos. We're going to be taking a look at the usual charts. Silver Junkie straight in there. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. It's a Silver Junkie 1350. I wonder. So we're going to be taking a look at a few things. We're going to start off with that. If anyone's interested in becoming a donator to the channel, please check the description for details. I've got a couple of spots open before the next giveaway. We've got a subscriber appreciation giveaway coming up soon, so make sure you comment on my videos in order to be entered in. So watch out for that one. However, a comment needs to be put on the video, so make sure you comment on my videos, and you'll be entered in to that giveaway. So we'll get things going shortly as we wait for a few more. Hope you guys have had a great week and the weekend coming. I'll probably upload a few more videos, so I hope all is well down your side. We've got a few people in already. Start off with Silver Junkie saying hi. Hey, Silver Junkie, it's good to see you. He says, "Lol, I don't think it will happen, man." I wouldn't be so sure, but look, it's still early days anyway. We're still far away from 1350, but we'll definitely take a look. Oaksy88 says, "How's it going, Limey?" I'm very well, on yourself, man. How you keeping? Good week. Stacker, what a legend. Stacker's in the house. Wishing you great wealth. That's Pyro Art Videos. Excellent. Well, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button there. Please like the video. Don't forget to like. Smash the likes, please. Smash the likes. There it is. Stackies, it's long time no see. I guess our schedules are not matched up like they used to. I'm making guitar picks and listening in. Well, thanks very much, Stacker. It's good to see you, though. Michael M. Don't forget, next week, guys, the schedule's changing, so it'll be Tuesday and Friday. I'll be live streaming. I've decided to put Monday and Wednesday into one on Tuesday, so just make sure you're aware of that. So don't be expecting a live stream on Monday or Wednesday. It's going to be Tuesday, followed by Friday. So there'll be plenty to talk about between those gaps. Oxyene, it says, is that grading unboxing happening tonight? Ooh. I've got my grading results, man. So if there's enough time, I'll show you guys. They posted it yesterday, so I'm hoping to get the results in hopefully next week. It was interesting. It was sort of mixed results, but if there's enough time, we'll definitely take a look. Michael M says, "Time to wait for the AC to get to me." Man, did you get one of those reverse proofs? Man, I cannot believe how much they're going for on eBay. It is ridiculous, guys. If you haven't checked out, I think I saw one up there for about $400. There was $65 to buy directly from the mint, and they're selling them for this, and I mean selling on auction. They're going for over $400 a piece. So I know what I would be doing if I had one of them. It'd be straight onto eBay. I can tell you that now, or straight to NGC, get a nice grade, and then stick it on eBay. So if anyone got one of them, man, you're onto a winner. Stepsacker says thank you and a thumbs up. Right, as you can see in the title, I've said silver's looking a bit bearish, and we're going to look at that right now. First of all, for those that watched the video on Wednesday, obviously this is today, that's Thursday, and that is our Wednesday. So on Wednesday I was saying more than likely that there was going to be a reaction rally happening based on those sell-offs. So on Monday, that's pretty much where we ended here. Oh, that was last week. That's where we started on Monday, and I was expecting to see a reaction rally. And I've based that in regards to whenever we've gone up and we've always gone down, we've always had some sort of reaction rally off that. And you can clearly see it there, particularly in this area. So we've had it in that place there, and we've had it in that place there. So we've had these reaction rallies constantly down, up, and pretty much I'm expecting the same thing here. Quite a substantial down, so more than likely there's going to be an upside to this dump here. So we've seen a bit of a small rally. Unfortunately, it's hit resistance. So for those wondering what the resistance marker is, that is this area here. this line here is pretty much resistance. You can see it there. It's wicked up. At the moment, silver can't get through that $17 barrier. It's major resistance. As you can see, it went up initially. It went up. I think it was 17.05. It's now collapsed back down again. We're currently 6 cents down on the day, so it's having a hard time trying to get back up. So, in my opinion, more than likely, we're going to see a retest of this area here. Which means there's going to be quite a substantial drop coming if silver cannot push up higher. And due to fundamentals being out there in regards to trade deals, then more than likely we're going to be seeing silver hit down to this low here, about 1650, 1640, 48. Beg your pardon. It might even go a little bit higher. I'd say 1660 is pretty much a guarantee that we're actually going to hit that level there. So as you can see, that is quite a substantial drop. So that's the reason why I'm thinking that, in my opinion there, that silver's looking a bit on the bearish side. RPM Limited, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. It says, hello, everyone. How's life? Yes, how are you keeping? These markets are trash. I know pretty much across the board, markets haven't been great, even at Bitcoin's perspective. I think it's on its way down. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Hopefully we might see a bit of downward action while we're actually here. Says, yeah, I'm gutted we don't have a chance to get proof for ASC in the UK. I know, man. Geez, I was on their website yesterday, and it was only released yesterday, man. That reverse proof, the enhanced reverse proof ASC was only released yesterday, and it was sold out. Boom, just like that. So I've clicked on the notify me if something's available. I'm going to try and get it if I can. Man, at $65, that's a bargain. Michael M says, I'm planning on selling them for around 400 to 450. They are averaging 550 now. Man, what a sell. Congratulations for those that have got it. Hey, Sucker for Silver, man. How you doing? Oaksy Edit says, really, how come? Don't think you can buy from the mint unless you're in the States. I haven't tried, but I'm actually registered. I've registered myself on there, so... Michael M says, Oaksy, you can. I'm in Canada. There you go. A few people in the UK have bought them. There you go. Damn, I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have tried to get one. But I think apparently it was sold out relatively in minutes. So hardly likely. Apparently the website crashed as well. Oh, there you go. Michael M says the US Mint website went to hell and back. They sent the remainder like 14 minutes late. So I think we missed it. And there was 30,000 of these things, man. I'm hoping that they're going to stagger them. So hopefully we might get a staggered release, and then they'll go send the reminders out and say, right, they're available. Boom. The moment that happens, I'll be straight on the website. Done. Add to basket, complete transaction, and A for away. So we'll have to see how that transpires. Right. So that's pretty much my show. We're probably going to trade between these two levels here, unless if there's essentially more downward pressure in regards to silver at the minute, in regards to this trade deal happening, then more than likely it's definitely going to be headed to the downside. If we look at any upside potential, irritating little arrow. There it is there. Right, any upside potential. Again, it's all going to depend on the market. If we're able to break through this level here, basically silver has to break through this level. Unfortunately, it's not going to be easy because the next level is at 1733. So the main key zone is really to get ourselves above that 17 area right here, and then we can start tackling these higher levels. That's the next level of resistance on the way up. Is that level there, the 1720, let's say 1729 level. There's a serious amount of work there for silver right now. So yeah, on the short-term outlook, I'm thinking more than likely it's going to the downside. It's tried now for the last 3 days to try and get above that level, and it's failed. So if it continues and it can't break up above that level, there is going to be a sell, guys. So just be prepared for that. Right, looking at the 4-hour chart, you can see it here. Whenever we've been oversold, more than likely we catch up, and that's exactly what's happened here. So that was on the 12th. It was 3 days ago. And then we had a strong on the 13th, which was 2 days ago, which was Friday we started to test this 200-day moving average level, and we went above it. We actually broke up. There was a nice bit of a rally. Unfortunately, at that stage, I think we were about 20 cents up, if I'm not mistaken, and then bang, there was a movement straight back down to the downside. And what we can take away from this is, at the moment, we are actually above, just holding above this area here, and that's the 20 moving average. So if we can build up on that, creates a support level, old resistance becomes new support once we've broken through. So hopefully we can hold that area there. Ideally, it'd be great to see silver end in the mid to late 16 level, because then we'll know that will essentially be support, and then we can build up momentum to start tackling these high levels. 17's a big one, guys. So that's my analysis there for silver. What do you guys think? Do you think silver's going to be headed up to the upside, or do you reckon it's going to be down to the downside? In your opinion. There's the comment. Up or down for silver in your opinion? Let me know, guys. Mine crashed the whole time. No ASE for me, says Sucker for Silver. Not at all. 30k was not all 30k was online. The US Mint physical stores had some stock too. Right, so just keep an eye on it. Hopefully everyone gets a notification and we can try and grab one. The Baltimore coin, was it the coin show dealers were apparently buying them for $750 in hand. Man, $750 an ounce, guys. Wow, those are future prices that we're hopefully going to get. $750 for an ounce of gold. I know, yeah. Has the world gone mad? Absolutely. That's an interesting point. Starbuck JeffNcoins, man, how you doing? It's good to see you. Fantastic. Glad you made it. It's one of my donators. How you doing, buddy? Just a quick hello before I go to work. Well, I hope you have a fantastic day at work, and it's great that you stopped in. Oxy88 says that, sorry, Michael M, that's because they could have it graded in the coin shop. So easy money for them. Just like that. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker. It's almost Friday, ready to hit the pub. Grab some grub, shoot some pool, throw a few darts, get drunk, fall down. Repeat. How you doing there, Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. Jeez, we're up to 13, guys. Thanks for watching. So we've got a few people saying hello here. Nice one for the info, Michael. There we go. Let me know. Up or down for silver in your opinion? What do you think of the charts, guys? In your opinion, do you think silver's headed to the downside, or do you think it's headed to the upside? I'll just bring the one-day chart there. Put that one back up. That is major resistance as far as I'm concerned. Up, says Silver Junkie. you were pleading to see a lower price there initially, Silver Junkie. Now that it's sort of holding, you want it to go up. Holding, there we go. Hoping up, says Starbuck JeffNcoins. Sideways, says Oxy. Yeah, that wasn't my question, Oxy. You have to choose between up or down. There's no sideways. Up, but happy to buy here, says Aussie Alchemist. Hey, Aussie. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Because every time I scroll, it keeps refreshing, and then as I scroll, I over scroll because it's refreshing. This page. Up traditionally goes up a little at the end of the year. That's what they tend to say about crypto as well. November tends to be a good month for crypto, but not much is happening on that front. Hong Kong announced official recession and blames protesters. We will see if the markets are lame till 2020 or get good again on Monday. I guess you're absolutely right about that. Anything can change this market, guys. So I look at the charts, but effectively anything news related. I mean, we can see that big down. That was mainly because there were hopes that this trade deal was actually looked like it was actually going to happen. But anyway, that turned out to be nonsense as far as I'm concerned. Hong Kong is going to S ** T. Well, that is the way it's going down that side. I haven't kept an eye on it for a while. Silver Junkie says, my LCS called me and said he would offer to buy my Silver Eagles for $2 over spot. I laughed. He said, no one is selling. I have no inventory. Wow, all of a sudden they're starting to pay premium. Michael M., you mean the new one? No, I think he means the normal. He just means the normal Eagles. Yeah, they just want Eagles. Bigfoot says, I still love silver, but don't think I will touch that $750 stuff. I certainly wouldn't buy it at $750. I can tell you that now. I'd happily sell it at $750, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it $750 an ounce. My first ASE, oddly enough, was this one. There you go. That's Michael M. So a rough night and busy day ahead. That's Aussie. What about the coffee? Are you going to get the coffee in? Aussie, you always get your coffee at this time. He wants to be different, so I'm going to say up. Yeah, absolutely. There's only up or down. Mudswat, how you doing? It's good to see you. There's Mudswat. It says, "Whoa, that's my one of my latest donators." Peek into Super Channel. Silverlimey79, how you doing? Peek into Super Channel. Thanks very much for joining me. It's great. It's a Friday live stream. We got 17 watching. This is great. Great stuff. Please hit the like button. I want to see that like button. 17 likes and 17 people watching. I'd love to see 17 likes, guys. If you want to sell your silver, plan ahead and sell it to the public, not a dealer, not a pawn shop. Yeah, that's very true. Right, let's get to it. Let's have a look at gold. Right, let's have a look at gold. Gold is looking interesting right now. Okay, I'm going to bring this down a bit more. This is the resistance zone for gold right now. Okay, so it's hitting a bit of resistance. What's interesting about gold at the moment, it's $1,466 an ounce. It's down $4.72. That was our initial sell-off there. You can see there we've come back, we've challenged the 100 EMA. And what we've done is we've actually broken through that, and we've now created a level of support. So for those that cannot see it there, you've got the bottom of the candle, the green one over there, is holding that position. And then you've got the next red there. There's a bit of pressure to sell down. However, the wick's gone down, touched the 100, and it's holding that position. So there's a perfect example of old resistance creating new support. Is you've got that candle base there holding that position, and you've got the next movement up. So it's going to be interesting to see. I did say in the last video I expected to see a challenge at this level here. Was that $1,480 an ounce? That is pretty much our resistance level we're on at the minute. If you have a look here, that's pretty much where the bottom of that wick is. So gold at the minute is pretty much sitting in a very tough spot. So if it can't break up, and the moment it breaks up, it's going to be hitting new resistance at these levels here. So it's looking a bit messy. So let's have a look. This would be the next area of support and of resistance is $1,480 an ounce. If we break above that, it's probably going to be pretty strong in regards to getting that up. The next level, $1,486 an ounce. There is a lot of resistance here, and at $1,500 an ounce. So there's plenty to think about there. If you're looking at gold, looking at the downside, of course, we'll take a look at that as well. David Carla, man, how you doing? I hit the like button. Fantastic, buddy. How are you? How are you keeping? Aussie Alchemist says no milk. Heading to the shops once bad. I know. I absolutely hate that, Aussie. It's like when you come home and you're tired, and then you realise there's no milk in the fridge, and then it's that reaction like, I better get going. I can't see myself having drinking tea without milk. Stepstacker says, hey, Michael Lim. If we're going to be in all the same chats, we might as well just drive together. There you go. Starbuck JeffNcoins, thanks very much. He's got to go. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Mudswat says, and never sell to a we buy gold scam in the paper. They offered me like $2 on a $20 chain at Melt. What? That's ridiculous, man. You got Mudswat saying hello there. David is saying hello back. Right, so gold. That's pretty much where we are there. Let's take a look at the weekly for gold at the minute. We can pretty much see it. This looks like the bottom area currently. Yeah, that looks like the bottom here for gold, and that's pretty much because of this area here. We've created an old resistance, which is now new support. Likewise with this area here. So we've touched down, support's kicked in, and we pushed our prices back up. That explains this wick over here, guys. That long green wick. So that explains that, and that is our support zone currently. So the current bottom at the moment is 1400 and between 400 and 1460 and 446. That is pretty much our new bottom area at the moment. So if you got into the market there at 1446, you would have made $20 an ounce right now at these current levels. It's pushed up higher at about 1474, so almost $30 up. But anyway, that is so we'll have to wait and see what happens on gold on Monday. Are we going to get some good news that's going to shift the market? If not, then it's just going to continue hitting resistance, and eventually something's got to give, and the price will have to move down to the downside. That's quite a shocking week, guys. There's a perfect example of how you do not want to see a week in precious metals. This massive candle that was the previous week, pretty rotten. That was $1,515 an ounce, and we went as low as, was that $60, $70? Yeah, it's about $70 drop just in that 1 week. Anyway, let's have a look at platinum. How do you think platinum's doing, guys? I think platinum's still looking pretty good, considering you know, the current price for platinum is $890. It's still within that peak. We've actually attempted to break out of this current position. We broke back above that the 200-day moving average. We've challenged the 100, failed, so we're seeing a bit of a decline. Hopefully we can just hold in there to just maintain just above that level, create a new level of support, so break this resistance, new level of support, kick in, and then we can challenge a bit further up at the 900. So currently, if we have a look at it, this is our support zone, is down here. There's our support, and our resistance zone is going to be pretty much in this area here, all the way to here. Yeah, so that is our resistance zone. So anything between $890 and $905, that is our current resistance zone. Once we get above that, guys, it's I wouldn't say smooth sailing, but 910, 920 is going to be the next resistance level on the upside. So reaction rallies in progress here. We've seen that massive drop here. We are having a bit of an uptrend currently at the minute. Can it hold? Well, that all depends on the fundamentals. The fundamentals look pretty are pretty strong, but the market's saying otherwise. So we'll have to see how that looks. If we look at, let's have a look at platinum on the 4 hour. There we go. Well, look, and that's precisely what I was saying there. It's not looking too bad. We've come out of the abyss over here, and we've challenged back up, and we've got some good strong buying here. So we've broken back above our 20. We've challenged that the 50 moving average. We've broken down from that position. So that candle still, it's not out yet. So it'll be interesting to see if we're able to hold just above that level there, 891. I'd love to see it at 890, call it 895 at the most, because that would put us back into this sort of area here, well above that 50 EMA, and then hopefully we can tackle higher to challenge the 900. I think that is that's going to be interesting to see if that is going to happen. If it doesn't, if we continually hit resistance, guys, we're pretty much going to be headed back down again to retest back up again. That is the way the markets work. There we go. Peak in Super Channel says it has come down. So a StepStacker, he says, hey Dalcon, I fancy meeting you here. Sorry if I was missing anything in the chat. I'm making guitar picks out of an exotic wood right now. Geez, that sounds interesting. There you go. Peak in Super Channel says, can we invest now? I'm not sure who he's asking, unless he's talking about investing in the guitar picks that StepStacker is making. I feel platinum is still undervalued. I totally agree with you there. To me, platinum is still undervalued. The problem is that the undervaluing line at the moment on platinum is oversupply of platinum. However, that is slowly weakening. So as the supply dries up, it's going to start pushing prices up next year. So just be a bit wary of that. Platinum or silver, says Peak into Super Channel. Platinum or silver? Depends on what you've got. Peak and Super Channel. I mean, I always say do your own research in regards to any investments you'll be looking to get into. I can only offer these as a guide. It's your decision at the end of the day how you want to spend your money. I always like to diversify a portfolio. So initially I started off with silver. I've then got gold. I'd love to get some platinum as well, just to diversify a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with diversifying your investments. All it does is reduce the amount of risk, because if you've got all your money in one asset, if that value drops, you're effectively everything's in one bag. However, if you've got investments in either platinum or gold, for instance, obviously depending on how they perform, if your silver's down on the day but your gold's up, then majority of the time you're going to make up your losses on gold. Unless you're on the buyer side, not yet moved to the holder side. That's StepStacker. There's that Bigfoot silver hide and seeker. Right, let's look at this bit of news here. It's something I just found here. So it says gold prices drift lower. I won't go into too much detail. Gold prices drift lower as US data fail to inspire. It says gold prices edge lower on Friday in the absence of any new economic or political shocks to spur haven demand. But we're still on course to end the week slightly higher. US retail sales and industrial production data released earlier both pointed towards a further cooling of the economy, although not to a degree likely to trigger alarm at the Federal Reserve. In 2 days of the congressional testimony this week, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell repeatedly indicated he thought the economy is performing well and wouldn't need further stimulus, barring a sharp downturn in activity. US industrial production fell 0.8% in October, more than expected, decline of 0.4%, while manufacturing output shrunk by 0.6%, in line with expectations. Capacity utilization of US factories, meanwhile, fell to 76.7%, its lowest since 2017, indicating a steadily growing degree of slack. Earlier retail sales has also fallen marginally, short of expectations, where they were still growing at 3.1% on the year in October. Gold futures for delivery in the COMEX exchange were down 0.4% at $1,467, while spot gold was down 0.3% at $1,467. On the futures, on the silver futures, were also under pressure, falling 0.6% to $1,693 an ounce. Platinum futures were up 0.7% to $889 an ounce. The global trend towards lower interest rates, a key pillar of demand this year, remains intact. Central banks of both Mexico and Egypt cut interest rates again this week. Analysts at ING noted that weak retail sales and inflation data next week could also push the Bank of Canada into another rate cut. Official buying, another major prop for demand, is set to remain supported by the Russians' decision earlier this week to reduce its exposure to the dollar in its investment portfolio. ING said that this should result in net purchases of gold worth $32 billion by the end of next year. So I think it's pretty much safe to say there's quite good demand for gold next year. So it'll be interesting to see how it's going to take off. However, the impact on global prices will only be indirect, as the buying will be done in off-market transactions with the Russian central bank. The central bank of Russia would in turn need to replenish its own gold holdings to keep asset allocation within its reserve portfolio constant. So that was a bit of news today. What's the price of pig's feet? Just kidding. I've never invested in that. That's Mudswat. I don't think anyone's ever invested that, to be honest. Only buy pickle. More stable. That sounds terrible, David. That sounds absolutely horrendous. Anyways, what are we moving on to here? Okay, it was Palladium. So let's have a look at Palladium. Right, well, Palladium's recovered some. Unfortunately, just yesterday's trading, it pushed up really high, but then it hit major resistance at this level, and you can clearly see it there. When the resistance levels I'm looking for are here, and the resistance levels I'm looking for are here. So when we look at this level here, you've got resistance here, and you've got support, which is then old support becomes new resistance. So as we go up, that area there is no longer support, it turns into resistance. So that is resistance that we can see there. We can clearly see it follows this line here. So currently at the moment, there's our resistance level. We hit it, which is also coincides with the 20 EMA. Rejection immediately pushed the price all the way down. So we're still, Palladium still trading between the 20 and the 50. The 50 is this orange line down here. So we should continue to see support in this area here. However, we're going to be trading between these two. So more than likely $1,690 to $1,750 initially before we have either, there's got to be some form of breakout or breakdown. So that's where it's going to be trading at in the short term. The current price of Palladium, $1,703 an ounce of Palladium. Looking at the week. In fact, let's have a look at the 4 hour. There we go. So we got a bit of a breakdown there. Not that great on the 4 hour. And then if we have a look at the weekly. There we go. So we've had 2 consistent weeks of selling pressure. Now that's 2 consistent weeks. So if I look back at the chart here, we've had 3 weeks consistent selling, and it's finally pushed up. We've had 2 here, a bit of green, a bit of sell-off, and then it pushed up. So it could be that we, we're still looking healthy. We're way above the 20 from a support level perspective. Could we be seeing a now return to put pressure back on the upside? I guess we'll have to wait and see there. That is for Palladium on the weekly. Has anyone got any Palladium? That's what I'd like to know. Has anyone got Palladium in the chat? Palladium is what I'm looking for. That sounds gross. I wouldn't even want to describe it. Silver Steeler says, Limey and gangs got to go. I get to direct a Hanson concert tonight. Oh, cool. Well, awesome. All the best there, Silver Steeler. Give me strength. I wish you all the best. I'll chat to you soon, man. Well, I'll see you next Tuesday. The next live stream is going to be next Tuesday, so just make sure of that. Hopefully catch you then. Right. Okay, so let's move on to Bitcoin. Right. I think myself and Mudswat. I know Mudswat's still his prediction there is about 4,000, I believe. Right. So let's look at it. Okay, so Bitcoin currently priced at $8,470 per token. We've had a breakdown from that position. If you look at Wednesday's video, I specifically stated on Wednesday I saw us heading down into this area here. So we've had 2 days of trading. It's done exactly that. It actually broke down below this level, which had been holding as good support. It then broke down and has since been tightening into this descending triangle. I mean, it played out perfectly. So I'm super impressed with that. So the initial breakdown was here, which was yesterday. It then tried to break down from that support level. So if you're probably wondering, what's Silver talking about from a support level perspective, that is a support level, is this green line here. That is this line running here. You can clearly see it. That little wick touched it. It went back up. The next candle, unfortunately, not. There was too much selling pressure today, all the way down. It actually went down as low as 8,365. So we're currently in this area, which is very interesting because if I have a look at it, these are our support areas currently at the moment. So there's a support area there, and there's a support area there. So it's really hanging on there by the skin of its teeth, Bitcoin at the moment. I've said this before. I pretty much see further decline. So we're gonna be seeing ourselves retest those lowers, the lower areas. So that's where we are there. We've got 8.3. We're going to be hitting these areas here. Let's say 8.250. Our next area of support after that is this area here, and after that it'll be this area here before we really start to scratch the bottom here. So that'll be what, 7.7 was that 7.8? We got 8,000 and 8,250. However, I'm superbly impressed with the way that's played out. Perfect, straight into the descending triangle, tightened up, immediately selling pressure, tried to break out, failed miserably, tried to break up from two levels. We've got our resistance line right here. I'm going to get rid of this one just to get rid of some of these. Right there, there's our resistance line. Declined straight away, rejection from that line, broke down from this level here, the 200-day moving average, and then it also broke that supporting line here, which is there. So it actually went down as low as that. So it's going to be interesting to see how Bitcoin holds this position, because it doesn't look particularly strong in my eye. But once it goes down from there, we're going to be headed lower, in my opinion. Would you buy? Is anyone going to be interested in buying Bitcoin once it gets to a certain level? Do you have your targets? There we go. Mudswat says, I still believe in 4K Bitcoin. David says, high school class ring, quarter-ounce Palladium. Gold was too high in 1975. Mudswat says, sorry, 10K gold is 41% solid gold. There we go. You're better off with Palladium. There you go. I like the sound of that. Hanson, the Three Brother Band from the 90s. Wow, I know that's exactly what I was thinking there, StepStacker. That brings back memories when I was in school. Let's have a look at Bitcoin on the weekly. It's probably going to look really horrendous. Yeah, there it is. That's the big decline there. It's had 3 successive weeks of decline. I mean, I don't think you can get much worse than that. 9,956 all the way down to 8,376. So a good $1,500 profit basically in the last 3 weeks if someone had sold at this level here and bought back in. $1,500 profit per token in the last 3 weeks. That is some amount. Anyway, so we can see on the weekly, that's where we are here. So that's where our support is holding, because we're in this area here. Not necessarily that area there. So maybe with the exception of this area. So it's just holding in at this level. The moment it falls down, it's going to be hitting this level here. Probably the next level is 8,000 as described previously. And then it's these levels down here, 7,800. Good luck. We'll have to see how fortune favors the brave. But there you go. That is your Bitcoin analysis. Who wants to see some graded coins? We've still got a few minutes here, guys. So, do you want to see some graded gold and silver? Do you want to see some graded gold and silver, guys? Stepstacker says, "Oh, Silver Stealer. Sorry for the delay. I'm in the listening mode only." Oh, there you go. Mudswat waving his hands or something by the looks of it. That's it. We're up to 7. So I'll just bring up the page there so you guys can have a gander at my latest submissions. I'll probably do a video on this separately. So I'll have to wait and see how this goes. Right. I'm lurking, eating. That's Oxy88. Right, let's have a look. NGC. These are my 2 latest submissions. I've got gold and silver. So a friend of mine, we went Harvey's on it. So let's bring up the gold submission and let's take a look. This was our first big submission that we sent in, and we got mixed reviews. As you guys can clearly much see from that, we've got that's not the right one. Let's choose that next one there. Submissions tracking. There you go. Right, there you go. So that's the that was the first gold lot that we had. So I'm going to take the comments down. Okay, so we had I submitted a 2007 Great Britain half sovereign, got a PF70 grade. A friend of mine submitted a 2008 Great Britain half sovereign. He got a PF70, which is interesting because if you look at the label's incorrect. So we're gonna touch base on that one. 2019 Australia Perth Mint 200th anniversary Privy got a PF70. So we'll take a look at that as well. So we'll start off with this beauty. Okay, every time this thing opens, I've got to then open up a new page. Right, there it is. I'm super impressed with this because it's apparently quite a rare half sovereign. So the 2007, I've got the original box and COA. There's only 8 of them that were graded currently by NGC. So there's no other populations, which is great. So 8 PF70s. The quality on that piece was fantastic. I think I was really lucky in regards to that. So can't really wish for a higher grade. Super chuffed for that. We're going to take a look at my friend's coin, which is interesting. So let me just get it up here and we'll get that selection done. Screen share. Right, this is an interesting one. As you can see from the label, it says NGC grade PF70 Ultra Cameo. When I saw this, oh, okay, it looks like they've changed the label. How in the heck did they do that? Okay, well, that is interesting, guys, because wow, okay. They must have changed the they probably put the incorrect wow, that is interesting. When I opened this yesterday, it said PF69, and I emailed them back and said there's a problem here. You've got it listed as a PF70, and it's currently showing a PF69 video. They haven't emailed me back yet. There's 138 of these graded, and they put the PF70 label on this. So they must have got somebody else's video, which is interesting. I don't know if anyone's come across anything like that. super interesting. Let me know if you guys are still there. No one's commented for a while here. That's okay. It says, yeah, I'm lurking, eating. Yeah, so it looks like they've corrected that, which is interesting. So I can let my buddy know that they probably just uploaded the wrong image, which is great. So somebody else was the unlucky one who got a PF69, but it looks like he's got a PF70. So good for him. I'm going to take a look at the last one, which is the Australian Privy. This is gorgeous. So let's have a look at the. This is the Australian Privy 200. It's a 200th anniversary, full sovereign. 2009 Australia Perth Mint sovereign 200 Privy PF70 Ultra Cameo. Right, so there it is, close up, guys. Check, take a look at this. There's none currently graded at the moment. At least that's according to the Perth Mint stats. So there it is, the 200th anniversary, Australia sovereign. Wow, super clear. I think he's done really well with that. I sort of said to him when one came up, I said to him, man, I think you got to grab this. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a coin that you can't miss out on. He's into sort of gold stacking. So this is one here, beautiful piece, and I'm so happy for him. He got a PF70 grade. So I'm looking forward to doing the unboxing. So there will be an unboxing video coming. So watch out for that. That's Step Stacker says there's going to be a lot of divorced 35 plus women at dance and concert tonight. New kids on the block with the jackpot for me. Divorced lady heaven. That's interesting. Blended whiskey, man. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hello, Silverlimey79 and everyone. Arnie C as well dropped in. Arnie, how you doing? I like the way you think. Yeah, so that's the 2019 PF70. Let's take a look. I'm going to try and get the other submission up. The silver coins were a bit of a disaster. They were a bit mixed. I did get a couple of they weren't bad, I wouldn't say. So I'm going to pull them up one by one here. So, right. Take a look at this one, guys. It's the 50th anniversary pied fort. If those aren't familiar with what a pied fort is, but it's a double thickness piece, and it's a 50 pence to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the 50p. So we're going to take a look, and I'll show you guys what this one looks like. Right, this is the 50p one. I managed to get a PF70 grade, so I'm super happy about that because that is going on eBay. I'll tell you that right now. 2019 Pie Fort, Great Britain, Britannia. New pence anniversary, Privy, 50 years of the 50p. There it is in all its magnificence. Currently, none of them are graded by the looks of it. Oh, to me, that's fantastic. Man, when I opened that box and saw the actual piece, I was superbly impressed with that. It did look like it was a really good strike. 50 years of the 50p, the 2019 Pie Fort, Britannia New Pence Anniversary Privy. That's going to be a great piece. It's interesting to know as well, the I don't know if you guys will be able to see in these corners over here. In each corner there is some lettering. Obviously they've covered it there, but there's actually letters. You can see it there. There's a line with a letter in, and that's to symbolize the manufacturing process in regards to the 50p. Yep, chuffed for that one. There we go. Looks like a few people got in there. We've got Aussie coffee time. Yep. Make me a color while you're busy there. Aussie says. Aussie Alchemist says, bless you. Let's have a look at another one there. Submission. Check this out, guys. This is the white line of Mortimer. It's my friend's coin. Unfortunately, it got a PF69. Still not a bad grade. Gorgeous looking piece. There's currently 24 graded at PF69 and there's 158 graded at PF70. There it is. Stunning coin. I love that 20 and 20. For me, I just love the sort of balancing between the numbers instead of having 20 and 19 or 20 and 18. I think just because of that, I think it just makes it even more. Just that, man, I'm surprised this didn't get a 70. I mean, you've got it. I mean, that looks like a great coin. Everyone's saying hello there. I'm going to open one more up for you. Let's have a look. Let's open this one here. So this is another one. A buddy of mine went and got a couple of these. 2017 silver Krugerrands. This one here is a PF69 grade. This was first released that they came out in silver. You can see there the 50th anniversary privy mark. It's a nice attractive piece, I think. There we go, and that is Paul Kruger on the back there. Anyway, we'll end with that. Thanks for watching. See you on Tuesday. That's pretty much me done for the evening, guys. Again, thanks very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's always a pleasure chatting to you about the market, seeing where the current support levels and resistance levels are going to be. And thanks for joining me, obviously showing off some of these coins here. I'm expecting them in. Can't wait to do an unboxing. So really looking forward to that. Have a great weekend, guys. And again, thanks for watching. And for those who are watching this afterwards, really thumbs up, please. And really appreciate you watching. Hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Check the description for details for those wishing to consider donating to the channel. I've got 2 more spots available before the next giveaway. So if you're interested, hit the donation there, and I look forward to giving away the next piece. And we're going to do a chat giveaway and a donation giveaway. Subscriber appreciation is coming up soon, so make sure you comment on my videos, because that's how the draw is going to happen. I'm not going to do a goal video where people comment. I'm going to be drawing a random video followed by a random comment picker. That's how the next giveaway is going to happen, with the exception of the donation giveaway. So make sure you check that out. Right, thanks, Arnie C. I really appreciate it, yeah. And David Carlisle, Aussie Alchemist, Oaksy 88, Blended Whiskey, Michael M. We've got Gramstacker, Blended Whiskey, Mudswat, Silver Stealer, and Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker. Right, all the best, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, Tuesday's the next live stream. Have a great weekend.